Fabio. Boy, I can't even. You have got to cut it out. Cut the shit out. Cut it out. If anybody in the comment section can get that phrase, anyone from the 90s, put in the comment section where that comes from. I will pin your comment. But Fabio, you need to cut it out, bro. This is getting criminal. I saw, I was gonna let it go. I was gonna let it slide. But Fabio, I saw your reaction to the Michael Jackson trailer. And then I saw the interview with your fan, a young lady. And then when I saw you on TMZ, and I'm just like, boy, man, I tell you what. I need to say something. So I saw an interview with you. You were being interviewed by a young lady, one of your fans. And you said to her that Michael Jackson wasn't black. And she went to go show you pictures on Google of what he looked like when he was a little boy, right? Afro hair, button nose, dark skin, clearly African-centric features. And you sat there and you said, if anything, that picture looks like a brown boy. What? And then you went on to go say, oh yeah, Catherine, his mother, is mixed with, what did you say? Some idiot shit. You said Catherine is mixed with Japanese and Hispanic, and that's why she looks like that. Now, tell me, Fabio Jackson, how does Hispanic, right, and Hispanic and Japanese, how does that get what Catherine Jackson looks like? Who would look at Catherine and say, oh yeah, that's Japanese and Hispanic? I don't understand how you get that. Look at her children. Look at Michael's brothers. Look at his sisters, LaToya Jackson, Janet Jackson. Do you know who that is, Fabio? Huh? You know? Tito, Jermaine, all look African American. What you think they had? Separate dad, mom? You know who Joe Jackson is? God damn it! Huh? All African American. What you think their afros? What you think they did their hair like that? You think they did their hair like that just for like a style choice or something? No, it grows out of their head like that because they're African American. They're black. Okay. Now I understand because you made another video saying,
well, I knew Michael Jackson was black. I just didn't want to call him black because black is it's offensive. And
I understand. If you're going that route, I understand, because really, black isn't a race. Black is just the color of a skin. So I understand where you're going there, but that's not what you meant, Fabio. You made that clear in the video. And you doubled down on it. Tried to say what Catherine was and what she wasn't. Dude, what the hell? I don't understand how you get that mixed up. And you're sitting there calling her not a fan. The young lady that's interviewing you, that she's not a fan, and everybody else that's speaking up against you is not a fan. So how do you call yourself a fan if you didn't know that Michael Jackson is black? How? How did you? I don't get it. So you got to be stopped, bruh. You got to be stopped, because clearly, I think you're just using Michael Jackson's face, his image, for a means of just for money and popularity. So, dude, then you went on to say,
I'm the real Michael Jackson.
You said you're the real Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson made himself look this way with surgery. So you have the real look, the natural look. But Fabio, wasn't it you that got your nose done to look like Michael Jackson's nose that he got done? So who's copying who? Boy, I tell you what, you something else. I don't know what else to say, man. I don't know what else to say. In your regards, tell you what you probably did. When you were a little boy, you looked up Michael Jackson and then you saw vitiligo Michael Jackson. And you were like, oh yeah, that's Michael Jackson. And then you saw the other pictures that Google images popped up. You saw probably African American Michael Jackson. And you were just like, oh yeah, that's some guy that's an impersonator, right? Like you. And you just thought that was Michael Jackson. You grew up thinking Michael Jackson was white. I got news for you, son! I don't know how you can sit there and call people not fans if you didn't know. If you didn't go back into his history and see that Michael Jackson is not white. Michael Jackson is an African American, okay? We're not gonna brush by, like, you sat here and you said, black is referring to somebody from Congo, right? Now you know the difference between black and brown, because you said if I'm looking at Michael Jackson, the lady showed you the pictures of Michael Jackson when he was a little boy, right? Clearly African American features, wide nose, dark skin. You said, if I'm looking at him, he looks more brown skin. Now, Fabio, you know the difference between brown and black. You're Hispanic. The Hispanic community reps brown. So you know the difference between brown and black. You know very well, right? And if you were to see a boy like him, you would probably at any other day be like, that black boy right there, right? I'm mixed, but Michael Jackson was blacker than me. There is no way you can get that construed or get that mixed up. He looked like my dad. He had dark skin, afro hair, features, African heritage features. I don't understand how you get that mixed up, Fabio. And then deny it when she tries to prove that to you. But you know the difference between black and brown. I know you do. But let me just make this clear before we go. Michael Jackson was not just an icon around the world. He was a black superhero. Okay? He was an African American advocate to his community, and he changed things for entertainers. He opened doors that weren't open before. MTV didn't play African American artists. They discriminated against them. And Michael was the first one that they played. Okay? He opened doors for African American celebrities like Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes' first acting gig was in the Bad video. Who's bad? Yeah, he was there saying, "Oh, use a pump. And Michael was like, "Oh, you think you bad?" Wesley Snipes, you see him in Blade. He showed up in the Deadpool movie. Wesley Snipes. Tyra Banks. Was it the black and white video? Who's black and white? Dun, 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 dun. And it shows her, you can miss her if you don't look carefully, but it shows her, she just pops up like that. But that was her first picture. Michael allowed that slot, and after that, she blew up. So there's plenty of examples of that, but he was an African American to his death. He even said in a movie that he wouldn't want anybody white playing him in a biopic. He made a song called "They Don't Really Care About Us," where he talks about the government, and he talks about, if he has a line in there saying if Dr. King was here, he wouldn't approve of what's going on right now. He was a black advocate. He was an African American superhero to us, man. An icon. Okay, Fabio? Learn it. Love it. Live it. Post comments down below. What you think about this mess? I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to talk about it. You guys tell me your opinions, and I'll be happy to talk to you in the comment section. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Peace.